Hello everyone, John Donnelly is my name from Your Holistic Academy. Very delighted to have a special guest with me today, James Martin. How are you doing, James, today?
Well, John, great to be here and great to be online with you.
Good stuff, James. And James, I'm especially interested in your work at the moment. You're a superb coach, and I know that firsthand because I did a coaching program with you last summer, which was absolutely excellent. And you've another one of those coaching courses coming up, James, starting next week, is it?
Yeah, our open program actually for coaching, and it's a certified program. Yeah, it's starting on Monday, the 8th of February, 9 to 1. So it's over 8 mornings over 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, and James, I did that course last year and I found it exceptional, absolutely exceptional. The quality and the delivery and the style of it and what I learned. I mean, you're a superb coach, James, and you've been doing this for a long, long time now, yeah?
Yeah, I was kind of reflecting back on that this year. I've been over 20 years as a coach and probably immersed in it in the last, particularly the last decade since maybe 2007, 2008. Um, and in more recent years, where the last 4 or 5 years, we've been immersed in leadership coaching and coaching senior business teams, directors, and then training consultants to be able to work in that arena. So to help them to be great consultants, business coaches, and particularly leadership coaches.
Yeah. And what's the for you, James? I mean, the satisfaction. What's the real satisfaction for you in this? I mean, obviously the results you achieve with clients. How you it's transformational work, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for me, there's no greater joy than coaching, because you get the opportunity to help somebody work through their thoughts, help them think on a whole other level, and break through to the results that they are after, whether that's in life, whether it's in work, in business, and particularly more recently in helping business leaders, have even better conversations and communication with their team. So it's elevating the quality of those conversations. And again, it's just bringing joy to people where they get the awareness and insight to the power of coaching.
Yeah, and that connection, I guess for me, James, at the moment, the human connection, and I know you talked about this and you covered this on the course, and you do cover this, and that whole emotional coaching, if you like, and the power of human connection. That's an important part of what you do. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. The rapport, the connection, the listening, understanding, appreciating somebody else's world. It's a powerful structure coaching to help empower another and particularly help somebody to work through their thoughts and work through their thinking. I think there's just nothing greater than coaching right now. And I think that's reflected in the growth of coaching worldwide.
Yeah, yeah. And James, tell us about tell us about the course that's coming up. So it's over 2 weeks. It's each morning, and it's various coaching models, if you like. It's a QQI level 6, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's spread over 8 mornings at 9 o'clock in the morning till 1 in the afternoon Irish time. Even though we're getting more and more people coming in from Liverpool and from Austria, and even more the diaspora around the world who are actually coming in now because it's online to get the qualification and support them in their own work, and even people in career transition, they're able to benefit from it because a lot of employers are looking for it. So it's over 8 mornings, and it's kind of divided into four main modules. The first 2 mornings is about exploring our behavior, our learning styles, our communication styles, and being aware of how we show up at our best. Because if we're to coach or to lead others, then is to be aware of our presence and how we connect and how we connect and build relationships with others. And if we want to influence others, it's great to know what influences them. So that's a big focus in the first 2 mornings. The second 2 mornings is the framework to actually coach and have those great conversations. So again, the I guess the framework to have great conversations around specific goals and actions and how to move forward. And then the following week, the second 4 mornings, we look at what guides and shapes our best decisions when we have big decisions to make. And you would have covered this, John, on the course around our beliefs, our core values, and of course, because it's a certified program, we will be spending one of those mornings immersed in doing a 30-minute coaching session, so that you actually, because this is all about the practical aspect of coaching and empowering the other.
Yeah, absolutely, James. I remember from the course, I mean, all the participants, I think the actual coaching practice was the bit that we enjoyed so much, and
Yes.
actually being actually able to do that on the course was phenomenal. But you mentioned values there, James, and the core values, and aligning with. So what, I mean, what's the core value for James Martin?
So again, well, one of the ways we facilitate a lot of training and coaching is under the value of, you know, being respectful to everyone. So that would be a core value in people coming together online, even people that's new to coaching, to be able to help people to connect. It's all about community. That's one thing that we're very strong about in our coaching circles, is to be able to bring people together, and we learn together, we grow together. And I think you'll probably make some of your best friends from a course like this, because when you go on this journey together, it's I think it'll stick with you for months and years and sometimes decades afterwards.
Yeah, brilliant, James. And tell us a little bit then about your other work. You do a lot of work in the corporate world with teams, coaching leadership teams. Yeah.
Absolutely. And in fact, it's been probably a bigger element of our business in the last 4 years, working with business owners, business leaders, and particularly business leaders who lead teams. I've been blessed over the last number of years to work with a lot of corporate and very senior teams, like the CEOs and their immediate direct reports, in helping them in their thinking, helping them around their strategy, facilitating great discussion, and to make sure that they are sitting with the best questions, so that they can elevate the thinking and elevate the quality of the actions that people are taking, so they go on a great journey together and they deliver the results that they aspire to achieve. So that's a huge component of our work, and we're involved in coaching almost every week, and for full days typically, John, not just the normal 1 hour or 90 minutes. We typically work with senior leadership teams for the full day, and during the current environment, it's all online. And the great thing is we can facilitate it in Ireland or anywhere around the world.
Brilliant, James. And like, obviously, I'm particularly interested in the holistic style of coaching, obviously, because obviously the project we're involved in is holistic, very much holistic. I guess when I think back on your coaching, I would say it was a holistic style of coaching. Does that make a difference in terms of how you feel for coaches? Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, we're, in fact, you'd have noticed on the course, yes, it's great to coach around strategy. However, the essence of this course is about story and state, managing our own emotional state. So it's a much more holistic approach, you know, with the power of story and the power of state, a much more holistic approach to being a great coach and being present as a great coach. And from a holistic perspective, is how do we as coaches continue to show up at our best with a great energy, and also where we're comfortable within ourselves, that we can be truly present with the other or with the group of others when we coach teams, that we are there with them, for them, and to help them to get from A to B in a way that works for them. That can really only come from when we're truly holistically taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely, James. So you mentioned state there, and so how you show up yourself, obviously, is so it's like you're walking the walk. You're not just talking the talk. It's like you got to be showing up. You got to be real about this. You got to be showing up. So how do you manage that every day, James? Because obviously you're a very, very busy man. Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's again looking at our energy, like simple habits, like I every morning I take time to drink water, spend time in a little bit of meditation. Not I'm not big into meditation, but definitely some quiet time. I walk a lot, helps in the movement and in energy. And also I'm continuously learning and absorbing, what's new in the industry. And I think above all is creating time for space in our day,
Yeah.
time to just connect, to breathe and be present.
Yeah. And to connect with nature, James, you're living in a part of the world which is I believe, is very,
Yeah.
you're very closely connected to nature where you live. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I'm based here in Carrick-on-Shannon in County Leitrim, and I think there's no greater place on earth in terms of it's the pure heartland. We're on the we're surrounded by countryside. We have a home farm close by here, and it's an opportunity to unwind, and lovely country walks, and including we have Lough Forest Park over the road as well, which is a treasure, with the waterways and the parkways and the just the brilliant walks among nature as well.
Yeah, brilliant. So you're connected, James, connected. Tell us a little bit more, James, about we were talking earlier about another project that you're working on, and this is really of interest to me. And holistic practitioners, I think, will be really interested in this because you want to help people to deliver into the online space, professional delivery, and bringing technology and bringing the delivery style and that. Tell us a little bit about that project, James.
Yeah, so we're specialist coaches and trainers. We train coaches and we train trainers, and we've been doing this for probably over 10 years now. And in terms of training trainers, one of the things that is very important is the training around how to design great training, to deliver great training, and to evaluate great training. And we've been doing this both offline and online. Like we're immersed in training for 10 years. We're obviously online a lot more in the last, the last 12 months, but we've been moving more and more online, particularly for the last 4 or 5 years. And we've been delivering a lot of blended learning to our clients and to our students. So we wanted to take that further because we're getting a lot of inquiries around how to design and deliver a great training course online, and to create an online course where you can actually video it, edit it, and to put it up on an online learning platform, and to be able to launch or to market, launch and sell that course. So we're currently preparing for the rollout of that program, which will happen in April. It'll be late April, and we expect to have it over 4 weeks in the month of May. So that's a course that's coming, and it's all about the design and delivery of online courses. And we have a joint partnership in that. So we're joining up with another specialist who is exceptional in online courses, both in Ireland and around the world. So we will be releasing more details on that over the next number of weeks. And for anybody that's on our mailing list, they'll get that as a priority. Yeah.
Yeah, James, that's going to be extremely beneficial for the holistic practitioners, because obviously in the world of holistic practitioners, it's like the whole thing is like, how do we now deliver online, because we can't meet our clients one-to-one, we can't meet our clients in groups. So that's going to be a phenomenal interest and phenomenal value to holistic practitioners anyway.
Absolutely. And we're going to bring that coaching and training stamp that we've had for the last 10 years. We're going to bring that to that program where it will be professionally designed. We'll have everything that we do in terms of the delivery of that program you'll be getting to experience it from us, through us, over the next number of months in the build up to it. And also we will support you around the designing of a great webinar to launch and sell those programs, and particularly setting up those payment gateways so that you can actually get paid for your program online. And we have 100% of our business online for the last well, particularly for the last year, but we've been moving more and more of it online over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and of course, James, the opportunity then like multiplies, because you've got the world now as your audience, whereas before it was a little bit more, obviously you only travel a certain distance, but now with the online space, you've got the world as your audience. It sounds
Absolutely.
like you're going to be busy, James.
Yeah, well, it's one thing that we're noticing with the online, where like even in the Irish programs that we run, we have many people from overseas coming in to do them, because of the how easy it is to access the online. And every week I'm either training or in discussions or having meetings with people in the United States, in Canada a lot more, in Australia and the UK and parts of Central Europe, and randomly around the world. It's what I love about the world that we're in. It connects us all, and particularly with coaching, training, and online courses, there's a common language, there's a common bond, because that's what, no matter where we are in the world, that's where the world is moving, is to educate, to inspire, and to impact through the online medium.
Yeah, James, is brilliant. So listen, what really inspired me about you, James, is you're so passionate about what you do. You just love it, and you're just immersed in the whole world of coaching.
It's my life.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
you. I mean, that's James Martin. James Martin is a coach. That's it.
Yes.
And you're so inspiring to listen to, James. How can people best get in touch with you? We'll put the details up on the.
Yeah, we can put the links to the courses, for sure, for anybody that is interested. And probably the handiest way is James at jamesmartinacademy.com for anybody that actually wants to email me or to connect with me. But yeah, we'll put the links.
And is there a certain preference, James, for the type of person that you would love to have on your course, or is it open to anyone?
Well, this particular course is open. Like we roll out Lead with Coaching programs for the corporate market, where we'll have maybe 15 leaders. And we had actually one of the American multinational companies, they had 15 of their middle to senior leaders, came on the program. So that was a dedicated course for that particular company, and they also got the certification just like this open program. So in the open certificate in coaching online, they will get a QQI level 6 coaching models of practice, which is a phenomenal certification in the coaching world, because it's all about coaching in practice. So it attracts a lot of health and wellness practitioners, a lot in the holistic arena, John, for sure, and a lot of consultants and people that are either mentors or consultants into particularly the business world, or any aspiring leader who actually wants to, from graduation, to help them on their journey through their business life. It's phenomenal for any in that arena. We get in fact, we're getting a huge spectrum of people from the sporting world, as well as from many more teachers now, because the teaching profession is moving more and more into the leadership of schools and leadership of teachers and leadership in many different aspects. And in fact, the whole world is focused on leading with coaching. So leaders who have this coaching stamp. That's why this particular course is so appealing to anybody, and anybody particularly that's in the development of people or on the front line that's working with people on a regular basis.
Yeah, brilliant, James. I'm going to finish off with a testimonial, because I did the course with you, James, last summer, And
Okay.
wow, it was superb, absolutely superb. I loved your passion for it. I love your energy for it, and the discipline and the focus and the skill sets. I mean, literally everything is there. It was a brilliant, brilliant tool for me, James, and I've put it to use so many times since that with my own project and with the teams of people that we're building. So that's a quick testimonial for James Martin and
Thank you
the
so much.
impact that you have, James. So we certainly will be we'll be promoting the course for you through the Your Holistic Academy. I'm delighted to have you as a member of Your Holistic Academy as well. And we're going to be working on loads of projects together in the future, James. So thank you so much for today, and we'll put the comments up on the how to connect with you up with this video. Yeah,
Fantastic, John. So delighted to be here, and thank you.
James, thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks.